Okay, so we're doing linear application. Application just means it applies to real life. Okay, that's all it is. So some of this is real life-ish and some of it is not, but you know, it is what it is. So it says write expressions from real-world application problems and simplify if possible. So the sum of two numbers is 5. If one number is x, write an expression representing the other number. We can't use another letter. We don't know the number. So I want you to think about it like this. We have two numbers added together that equal 5. We don't know one number or the other, right? But how can I get this piece alone to figure out what I can plug in there for it? What would I need to move? Huh? Either the x or the 5. The x, because the 5 is already by itself. We want to get this highlighted spot all alone. So I could do minus x. This would zero out, yes? And now I get my highlighted spot equals what? 5 minus x. And now I'm going to prove it to you. So we said, huh? That's it. We said the two pieces would equal 5. So if one piece is x and the other piece is 5 minus x, what would happen when I simplify that? Well, what happens to the x's? Yeah, what's x minus x? 0. So these cancel. Does 5 equal 5? Therefore, did we do it correctly? Yes. So anytime you're finding the remainder, you just take your total minus what you know. Well, our total was 5, subtracted from what we knew is x. Does that make sense? So looking at this next one, it says a 9-foot rope is cut into 2 pieces. If one piece is x feet, express the length of the other terms. The other piece in terms of x. So same concept. Well, what's our total? 9 minus what do we know? One piece is x. Oop, I hope if you can see. There's your answer. Now if I were to draw a picture, we know that this whole rope is 9 feet, right? And if we were to cut it anywhere, here's x. So to find the remainder, we would do the total minus what we know. Okay, number 3 is a good conversation to have. If x is the first of 3 consecutive integers, we're going to stop right there. What are integers? One word answer. Numbers. They're just numbers. Okay? So we're looking for 3 consecutive numbers. What does consecutive mean? Not same. Give me an example. If it's hard to explain or define, give me an example. What comes after 1?
In order?
What comes after 1?
2.
Yeah, those are 2 consecutive numbers. 1, 2, 3 are 3 consecutive numbers, right? Consecutive just means they keep going. Yes? So if we're looking for 3 consecutive numbers, and we know the first one is x. Well, how do you get to your next number? If 1, 2, and 3 are my consecutive numbers, how do I get from 1 to 2? Plus 1. And how do I get from 2 to 3? Plus 1. For consecutive numbers, don't you just add 1 each time? Yes. So x plus 1. Well, that doesn't simplify, so we get x plus 1. What about x plus 1 plus 1? X plus 2. What if we did another one, a 4th consecutive number? What would it be? Just plus 1 more. So it's just going to go up once each time, yes? So knowing that, it says express the sum of the 3 in terms of x. What does sum mean? Yeah, to total, to add it. So if I add these together, what do I get? Well, what are my like terms? So what's x plus x plus x? And what's 1 plus 2? So there's the sum of them represented by x. Okay, so I think the rest of them make a lot more sense because they're equations, and for some reason equations make more sense in my head. Okay, so knowing that, the first two are a lot like what we learned last week. They're just in word form. So we're going to write it from word form, yes? Okay, so twice the number, what does that mean? What times 2? So how do we write that? 2x. Added to 7. Okay, then it says, is the same as. What do you think that means? Equals. Also, if you ever just see is also means equals. Okay? And then it says 3 subtracted from the number. Well, we don't know, but what word did it give us? What does from tell us? To switch it. So we get x minus 3 instead of 3 minus x. Now can I solve it? Yeah, so what do I do? Yeah, which one do you move? Yeah, I always like to move my smallest x. Technically, you can move anything, and it'll give you the right answer. This zeroes out, and I get x plus 7 equals negative 3. Now what? How do I move the plus 7? And I get x equals negative 10. So I want y'all to start trying to set up example 5 while I take attendance. Okay, so what did we get? What does twice tell me to put? 2, not x. It doesn't say 2 times the number. Then it says sum. What do I put when I see the word sum?
Plus.
Well, plus in the middle, but right when I see the word, what should I put? Parentheses of a number and 4. What goes in the middle of the parentheses? X plus 4. That's where the plus goes, is in the middle of the parentheses. Okay, so twice. See how the twice was on the before the word sum? That's why it's on the outside. Then I see the word sum, so I open a parentheses, and I know in the middle of my parentheses there's going to be a plus sign because of sum also. A number and 4. So plus x plus 4. Okay? Then it says is the same as, so equals 4 times the number. So what's that going to be? 4 times x, which is 4x, then decreased by 12. Mm-hmm. Now what? We're going to distribute first. So we're solving now. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 4 is 8. This side doesn't simplify, so I'm just going to bring it down. Now what? Minus 2x. Mm-hmm. Okay, somebody else is going to tell me the last step. What did I do wrong? Did y'all see what I did? I copied a plus, but what was really there? minus, my bad. So this should be plus 12 plus 12. So what do I get? 20 plus 2x. Ooh, not plus. Goodness gracious. 20 equals 2x. And what's my last step? Somebody else. Divide both sides by 2. And what do I get? I don't know what happened to my brain on that one. Okay, flip to the back. The back gets a little different. It depends. I don't think so. Okay, anytime you see the word consecutive, only when you see the word consecutive. Okay, I've had some people try to do it when they see the word perimeter. Not when you see the word perimeter, unless it says consecutive something with perimeter. Is the word consecutive in number 1? No. So would you do this method? No. Okay, anytime you see the word consecutive, you're going to do the whole number line thing. So it says the sum of 3 consecutive even integers. What is different than number 3 on the front? Yeah, this time we're doing even numbers only, which 2, 4, 6, 8. So knowing that, my first unknown is always x. So say my even number is 2. My next consecutive even number is what? How do you get from 2 to 4? Plus 2. Aren't even numbers always 2 apart? They're every other number? Yeah, so we're always going to add 2 with even numbers. So then we get x plus 2. And then what's x plus 2 again? X plus 4. So there are my 3 consecutive even integers. Not just regular integers, even integers. So knowing that, it says find the integers. Oh, sorry. Is 144. The sum is 140. I totally skipped words. Okay, the sum is 144. So how would I set this up as a math problem now? Well, what's going to go in between? Plus, because it said sum. And what's it going to equal? So now treat it just like any other math problem. What are my like terms? Yeah, what's x plus x plus x? And what's 2 plus 4? And what's that going to equal? Any questions with that so far? All we did was combine like terms. So what do I do to solve for x? Minus 6. And I get 3x equals what? 138. Somebody else tell me my last step. Divide by 3. Not x, just the 3. And what do I get? Now, am I done? Do I just box the x equals 46 and call it a day? No, because what is it asking for? The integers with an s. That's only one of them. So x equals 46. So my first blank is 46. But what's 46 plus 2?
48.
And what's 46 plus 4?
50.
Okay. Any questions with that? Okay, I actually want to skip number 7 and do number 8 first, and then we'll go back to number 7. So I want y'all to try to set it up, even if it's just the number line part. Because what word do we see? Consecutive. So we're going to do the little number line thing again. What's different about this problem? It's odd. So we're going to have 3 consecutive odd integers. And we're talking about perimeter, but we're talking about perimeter of a triangle, so it's fine. This is just helping us find what's going to represent each side length. So what's my first unknown always? What's an odd number? Give me one. 1. What's my next odd number? How do you get from 1 to 3? Plus 2. Just because it says odd does not mean you have to add by an odd number. All odd numbers are every other number just like even, correct? So it's going to look exactly like it did for even integers. Because odd numbers are also 2 numbers apart. So then I label my triangle x, x plus 2, x plus 4. Now it says perimeter. How do we find perimeter? Add all the sides. So x plus 2 plus x plus 4. Well, I have that set up right here, so plus. Huh? Yeah, but odd numbers are 2 apart. That's why it's 2 and 4. Okay, so knowing that, what are my like terms? So 1, 2, 3 x's. And then what's 2 plus 4? Equals 147. Now what? Yeah, doesn't it look a lot like the other problem? Just an odd number versus an even number. So that gives me 141. Then I divide both sides by 3, and what do I get?
47.
Is 47 an odd number?
Yes.
So are we okay?
Yes.
So if x is 47, this side is 47. But what's 47 plus 2? And what's 47 plus 4? Now, because it said area, or perimeter, sorry, what is my measurement? Inches. So my answer is 47 inches, 49 inches, and 51 inches. Okay, I wanted to do those back to back because they're similar, when number 7 is different. So, last one I'm going to do with you is number 7. Okay, and this one also talks about perimeter. Lots of perimeter today. Perimeter? Probably. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Okay, the length of each side of a square is increased by 3 centimeters. So this is the new square. This is the original square. Because how do I know this is the new one? What does each side have? Plus 3. And it says it was increased by 3. So this is the new one. The perimeter of the new square. So the perimeter of this guy is 40 more. What's that? Plus 40. So I'm going to leave space because it's plus 40, not 40 plus. Twice the length. What does that mean? So 2 times the length of the original square. What do we use to represent the length of the original square? Yeah. Now, how else could I find perimeter? Add up all the sides. So if this is x plus 3, this is also x plus 3. And if this is x plus 3, this is also x plus 3. So I know if this is the perimeter, this is also the perimeter. So x plus 3 plus x plus 3 plus x plus 3. Now if you can just add it up around the square, that's totally fine. But if you need to write it out, write it out. What are my like terms? We need to simplify that right side. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4x. And then we have 3 plus 6, 3 plus 3, which is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is also 12. And I'm going to bring down that left side. Now, does it look like something we know how to solve? Yes. So what am I going to do first?
Divide by 2.
Not divide.
Subtract by 2.
Subtract the 2x or the 4x. If you did 4x first, that's totally fine. You'll get the same answer. You'll just divide by negatives in a second while I divide by positives. So I get 40 equals 2x plus 12.
And subtract 12.
I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. Last step, divide by 2. And what does x equal? Now, what is my question? Or not even question, but what's it asking me to find? Dimensions of the original square. Who knows how you properly write dimensions? Not square, that would be area. No, that would be volume. So it's just, you know when you're at like Home Depot or Lowe's, okay, and you walk around and they have those signs in the wood area and it's like 2 by 3 or 2x3? That stands for 2 by 3. That's the dimensions. So x is 14 and we're asking about the original. So it's 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters. The x here just stands for by. Now, what if it asked for the new square's dimensions? What would it be?
17.
Yeah, because it's 14x plus 3, so 14 plus 3. If it asks for the new square, but it asks for the original, so we're good. Yes? Okay, I am going to show you something on the practice, and then I'm done. So if you look at number 1 and 2. Number 5, I want y'all to skip for today. We're going to do it tomorrow at the beginning of class. So skip that one for now. Okay, we're going to focus on some of the simpler ones first. Yes? Okay, so number 1, what's it telling me? Okay, it tells me the perimeter. What else does it give me? Y'all, draw a rectangle and label. Y'all, it doesn't matter which side you consider the width. Okay? This can be the width, this can be the width. As long as it matches on the other side, it doesn't matter. So this is 57, 57, and I don't know my length. You can use X or you can use L. Now what would I do? Add all 4 sides and set it equal to 294. Technically, number 1 is pretty simple to do without making a formula because it gives you the whole number, but look at number 2. It tells me he's building a rectangle storage shed. He wants the length to be 6 foot greater. What do you think that means? Not multiply. Plus 6. Than the width. Well, we can use W to represent width, right? So we know our length equals width plus 6. Well, if this is my length, this is also my length. Do I know what my width is? What did I just use to represent my width? W. So what am I going to use on this side for my width? W. So same concept. Add all 4 sides, set it equal to your perimeter. Yes? Ready to go.